Everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're at Ciocca Lincoln of Lawrenceville to check out this brand new 24 Lincoln Aviator. This is the Premier trim, base trim with all-wheel drive and infinite black. So we're going to go through this mid-size 3-row SUV, and you can let me know, is this Premier Aviator the trim that you would be interested in buying and saving some cash? So let's dig in. Front end of our Aviator Premier, again the infinite black with the chrome classic combo, full spread of LED lighting up front, including DRLs, headlights, and turn signals. Now the chrome grille, big time bling. Let me know what you think. Now these little badges here, these are small little Lincoln badges to match this big one, which I think is a cute design touch. Down below we're going to go more chrome functionality in the grille top and bottom, and we also have functional side air curtains on this Aviator Premier. Now as we come around to our wheel and tire setup, we're going to get the optional 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Lincoln badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Michelin Primacy all-season tires, 255 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. You can also get the Premier Aviator in rear-wheel drive and save yourself some money. There's your infinite black. There's the chrome bling. That's the Lincoln touch. Just let me know if you like it or not. And I got the air conditioning on, so if you see water dripping from underneath the vehicle, that's the condensation off the air conditioning compressor. It's not leaking oil. Now as we come in closer, we have the Aviator call out on the front fender on either side. We then have color match side view mirror with LED turn signals. No 360-degree view cameras in the Premier though. And then we're going to go color matched on the front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap, then up top color matched roof. We've got a chrome roof rails, shark fin antenna, panoramic sunroof. Rear end of the Aviator, we have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the windshield wiper tucked up underneath that, kind of different from the Explorer. Lincoln tucks it up, Ford doesn't. Full spread of LED lighting on the back, Lincoln spelled out in the back of the tailgate. And now we do, down below, we do have that quad tip look. However, that's a functional dual exhaust with quad tips. Under the hood of this Aviator, we have Lincoln's 3-liter EcoBoost V6 engine mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, 400 horsepower, 415 pound-feet of torque. This Aviator can tow up to 6,700 pounds, MPG 17 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 20 combined. Before we get into the interior of this Aviator, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much for this baby? Well, here we go. The 24 Aviator Premier all-wheel drive base price is $55,845. We got $4,000 worth of options on this vehicle. We'll go over those when we check out the window sticker. Then we add in destination and delivery of $1,395 from Lincoln Chicago Assembly Plant. We have a total MSRP from the factory of $61,240. The local dealership here has got a $3,000 discount. So total vehicle asking price on the lot today is $58,240. So let's check out the interior. Driver door panel will come on in. We're going to go soft touch up top. 3 memory seat settings with lumbar, power seats, soft armrest. There's your door popper to open the vehicle, but of course if the battery dies, there's your emergency door opening lever right there. Flat black on the switchgear, even though the area around it is gloss. And then we do have power fold mirrors, 1 touch in, 1 touch out. Nice large door pocket, standard audio system. We do have a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The all-season mats in the vehicle. The Lincoln door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. Seats, we're going to go Lincoln soft touch black with the cross stitch. Nice and soft though, very comfortable. Passenger door panel, same as the driver, except we don't have memory seat settings. Up top, soft touch on the dash. Silver trim, more black with the cross stitch, gloss black into your heat and air vent. And then down below, nice large glove box. Infotainment system time, we got Lincoln's 10.1-inch Sync 3. Sync 4 will be going in the Aviator with the 2025 design refresh and tech update, but not yet in this one. But we load the map, you can wake it up, and it is okay, but it can be a little glitchy. Sync 4 is going to be a lot smoother when they get it in here. We can also get our Sirius XM, connect your phone, and then if we go to reverse, we have a nice large backup camera with trajectory, looks good, nice and clear, back to park. We also have our apps. We have our settings where you can Bluetooth your phone, driver profile, Lincoln Way to hook up the vehicle with your smartphone, Wi-Fi hotspot, and all that jazz in here. So very easy. Passenger seat, driver seat, that's your lumbar adjustment that you can do on the screen as well. But no massage here in the Premier Lincoln Aviator. Now, down further, we're going to have our push button start, 2 heat and air vents, and then parking assist, cameras, and if you hit that button, you get your engine auto stop start, auto vehicle hold traction control pop up there. We can kill that. Down further, push buttons to go through the 10-speed automatic, volume, tuning, source free music, 4-way hazards, dual climate, 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger with your heated steering wheel. Down further, we do have an area for storage and a USB-C, USB-A, another area for storage, 2 cup holders, Lincoln key fob, unlock, lock, remote start, pop the tailgate panic button, Lincoln badge on the back. We do have our electric emergency brake drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash. And if you don't want all this open, you can clean it up by moving these back across. And now it looks pretty clean, and we got a Blackwood design here, which looks pretty good. And then we have a huge armrest, soft touch, and the stitching. Open it up. We have a nice big area for storage, and in there we got a 12-volt. Lincoln steering wheel, leather wrap wheel with the cross stitch. Your voice commands are up here on your 10 o'clock notch. Lincoln badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle. Now on the left you got your volume, and you have your cruise control right down in here, and the lights come on when you turn the cruise on. When you turn the cruise off with this button, the lights go out, and then they come on when you turn it on. Controls for the digital dash, and then you have your telephone commands, and you have your music and those sorts of things. Up here, paddles to go up and down this 10-speed auto manually if you want. Then we have our adaptive high beams and turn signals on the left, on the right, front and rear wiper. Over on the left side, you have pop the tailgate, brighten, dim the dash, adjust your headlights right there. And we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our digital dash, looking good, drive mode action. Here we go. We have Excite or Sport. Then back the other way, Conserve or Eco, Normal, Slippery, Deep Conditions. And those are your drive modes. And we'll stay, I think, in normal for today's drive. You can also go through other information in the center of the screen if you want to see that going down the road. Overhead console, spot for your shades right there. You want your dome lighting to come on, off. You don't want to close the door, do nothing. Just open the door, lighting comes on, and hear your chimes. Close the door, lighting will dim out, no problem at all. Controls for the panoramic roof. There's the glass, and this is the shade. One touch back, goes back, and you got to touch it twice. It'll stop halfway, touch it again, and then you can wait. It has to get all the way back before you touch the button for the glass. Now once it's back, you can open the glass, and then the wind buffer comes up, glass goes back, and then you can bring it back closed. I didn't let the glass get back all the way, just so you know it goes back further than that. Then you can close the shade. It's a very slow operation because they both move independently, and you can't have one on and the other one on at the same time like we see in the panoramic roofs from Hyundai and Kia. Now we come to our sun visor, garage door programmables right there with a vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting to the back, or I should say mid-row of this Aviator, same door panel action, except you're not going to have your power seats up here. That's why you got this big gloss black area. I don't know how that looks, but the materials are the same. The vibe is the same. The seat's set for my driving position, and we go into these captain's chairs. And now, once I'm in, plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11", easy to get into, but we're all plastic on the back, which I'm not in love with the cargo net. That is not the way a Lincoln should look. You let me know what you think. In the back, though, we have rear climate control with 2-stage heated seats for both mid-row captain's chairs passengers, 2 heat and air vents, and then down further, we have 2 USB-Cs and a home power source. So they have you covered there. Captain's chair seats, very nice, very comfortable. Same vibe with the cross stitch and huge armrests, lumberjack armrests right here, and they do not ratchet. And then we have 2 cup holders right down in the middle with an area to store your phones in. So you're all set back here, and it's nice and comfortable. Getting in the 3rd row, the button on the mid row right on top. You hit that, the seat moves forward so we can get in. Now we can hop on in to row number 3, and I'm in. My knees aren't bad. I got plenty of room for my head and shoulders, but what I don't have back here, as you can see, is I got cup holder, heat and air vent, but no connectivity. They'll need to correct that for the 25 Aviator. I'm pretty sure they will, because Ford corrected it in the Explorer for 25. But once I'm behind here, I still got enough room. So as a full-size passenger, I probably still going to have enough room for a longer trip in the 3rd row of this Aviator. But we're in a 6-person configuration. 2 in the front, 2 in the mid row, 2 in the back. Getting into the cargo area of the Aviator, pop from the key fob, pop from the dash, or come to the back. Right underneath the L in Lincoln, there's a picture of your Aviator with the hatch open. And then you just hit that button. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. Now, with all 3 rows up, we're looking at 18.3 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Aviator. Now, as we come to the back, we do have our floor mats with the cross stitch, which I like. We can open this up. We have another area for storage down here. I'm trying to see if there's a spare underneath this floor. Yes, there is. It's tucked up underneath there. Boy, what a way to hide it. Now, on the right side, we can drop row number 3 power, but we have our 12 volt as well. And we have some lighting, and on the other side, we have some more tie down. So to drop number 3, you can do it from the right, the left, or at the same time. We'll hit them both. Headrests go down, and the 3rd row goes down. But you can't power fold the mid row. So to get the mid row down, you've got to go around to each door. And I'm not a big fan of this action. And pull the lever on the side of the seat. Then go back around and do the other one. And they go down. So now, with the mid row and 3rd row down and this big boxy shape, we're looking at 77.7 cubic feet of space in the back of this Aviator Premier. Window sticker on the Aviator. My apologies for the glare, but the sun is in the wrong spot, and I got heavy tint on the back windows of this Aviator. So here we go. 2024 Lincoln Aviator Premier. Infinite black. We have our standard equipment left to right. Options down here. Class 4 trailer tow. Voice activated navigation system, the Elements package, and the Big Time Premium package that includes those wheels. Pricing. Total vehicle MSRP from the factory, built in Chicago assembly. But again, $3,000 off from Ciocca right now, $58,240. There's our fuel economy estimates. Crash test ratings. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 24 Premier Aviator. And right off the bat, great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear view mirror, no problem. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz in this Aviator for safety. So that's a good deal. And we got the EcoBoost V6, which is probably one of my favorite engines from the Ford Motor Company. It's in the Explorer ST, and it's in the Aviator here in this Premier trim. So we're in the base level trim with all-wheel drive, and we have a rear-wheel drive biased SUV, so it's going to handle better than your front-wheel drive biased mid-size SUV. So I do like that quite a bit, and I do like this driveline. 10-speed automatic feels good. The EcoBoost V6 feels good. It is quiet in here. Lincoln is using more sound deadening than Ford will use, so it is much quieter in the cabin than the equivalent Explorer ST, I would say, because we're around the same price via MSRP as an Explorer ST in this Premier all-wheel drive. So we have for 2024, the second top level trim for the Explorer is equivalent to the base trim of the Aviator as far as price. Now we check our brakes. There we go. Now we take off. And down the road we go. Piece of cake. Gets up to speed easily. The 400 horsepower. 415 pound-feet of torque, just bringing it down the road on this Aviator. Now, as we saw with the redesigned 25 Explorer ST line a couple weeks ago, they have retuned the 10-speed auto, and it is shifting much better in the 25 Explorer than it is shifting here. There's a bit of a delay here. They've removed that. They've really sharpened it up. So I'm really looking forward to the 25 Aviator, which is going to get the same treatment as the 25 Explorer design refresh and tech update did. But again, with so many 23 and 24 Aviators still on dealer lots for sale, at huge discounts, by the way, especially for the 23s, I don't think you're going to see 25 Aviators for a little while yet, because they got to thin out the inventory. That's one thing about the Aviator, is it hasn't sold that well of late. Now, 23 was a horrible sales year for the Aviator. This year's been a little better. It's up about 19% from 23. But that's still only 12,000 units through July, maybe just shy of 13,000 units through July. That's not a lot of volume. So let's check out our turning radius here. It's a good turning radius because we got the rear wheel drive. And look at this, 19 feet, and we whip right around in this big SUV. So it feels good as far as that goes. Performance-wise, the car feels really good, or the SUV feels really good. Now we're going to switch it over into Sport, which is the Excite mode. We're going to pull back on the paddle. Let's dismiss our fuel level alert. And we're going to manually shift, see how it does. In 3, 2, 1. All right, that feels good on the way down. Feels good. Back up on the speed. Down the road we go, and you know what? There's a little bit of delay on the paddles with this 10-speed, which they did correct in the 25 Explorer that we saw. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this 25 Aviator is going to bring. But here we go into the turn on the brakes. We get a bit of a lean, but boy, it turns in really well, and then you just power out, and down the road you go. So, driveline wise, I'm loving this setup. I love the rear wheel drive bias, because right now, even though this is all-wheel drive, with the good road conditions, we're in rear wheel drive right now, and it feels really, really good. We'll go back to regular drive now and get rid of the manual. Now, to put it into manual mode, you pull back on the right paddle 3 seconds, it'll go to manual. To get out of it, you pull back on both paddles for 3 seconds, and it'll go back to regular drive. So that's how that action works in the Aviator. But overall, it really is a good, solid SUV. The question is, for you guys, are the Lincolns just too expensive? Are they overpriced for what you get? Because obviously Ford isn't having a problem selling Explorers, but Lincoln's having an issue selling an Aviator, and it's really a luxury version of an Explorer. So put it in the comments. Let me know what you would do. Let me know how you feel about Lincoln and the Aviator, and what you would hopefully want to see in this design refresh for the 25 model year, most likely coming out later in the fall for Lincoln. But I do want to thank Ciocca Lincoln of Lawrenceville for allowing the channel access to this 24 Lincoln Aviator Premier all-wheel drive. for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.